What's going on, everybody? It's your guy Realistic here, and I'm doing another overview video for SoundOracle.net, and this is a brand new product. This is something that Oracle and I have not done before, and so we're really excited about this. We spent well over a year on making this one happen because we wanted to make sure that this was perfect for you, and it's called The Art of Beat Mixing, and it's a 5-hour full-length coursework that's going to show you how to make your beats better. We're going to show you everything that you need to know to be able to mix and master your beats and get them sounding professionally, because when you have a professionally mixed and mastered beat, it really helps your chances of getting it placed with an artist. It helps it for A&Rs likely to pass it on. It helps when you're trying to get sync deals. It helps when you're trying to get placements all over the industry. So it's a really big factor if you can get this, and I'm going to show you all these techniques inside of this coursework. So I wanted to show you a little overview so you know what you're getting yourself into. So this is the little landing page right here that when you go to the website, just the little details and stuff. And then after you get down here and you order your purchase right here, you'll get access here. And so then what you do is you just log in with the login information, and then you see you get a full-on course right here. It's really cool. And how we got this broken up, this is my favorite part of it, is it's not a full 5-hour video, right, that you got to skip through or sit through a bunch of stuff that maybe you just at that particular moment you're not ready for that information, or there's something in particular that you're looking for instead at that moment. And that's how we designed it, because a lot of the information in here is useful, but what if at the time you're just focused on getting your 808s to sound right? And you're mixing, you're like, oh, how do I do this? Well, you can just reference this coursework real quick, watch a quick video, and then come back to the other videos later. And that's really the important thing that we wanted to design in it. And so when we look here, we got our session set up, we got, this broken up in chapters, and we have, proper levels, panning. And you'll see each one has a nice little description of what the full chapter is, and then each video inside the chapter has a little description, so you can kind of always know what you're getting yourself into. We got videos on filtering, EQing your drums. We got stuff on drum summing, which is really cool because we break down distortion, bus compression, transient designers. And again, that's what I really like about how we set this coursework up, was we made them into really easy, digestible videos. And so instead of having to watch a full video on all the things that goes into drum summing, we broke each particular thing into one video, because when we drum sum, I like to do distortion, bus compression, I like to add transient designers, all types of stuff that I like to do, but I broke this down each one into a video. That way you don't have to sit through if you don't want to watch all of it. And you see, too, they're fairly short, so they're really easy to digest. Oh, I'll just watch a 2-minute video on distorting my drum sum, or I'll watch a little, video on adding bus compression. It's only 4 minutes. I can do that real quick. We got other videos, too, on parallel processing, all types of things, too. Parallel setup, parallel distortion, parallel compression, parallel EQ. And again, you see how we did this is we broke each one up into its own video, so you don't have to watch it all the way through. This one right here, drum layers, this is one of my favorite videos that we did inside of here. I think it's really cool because drum layers are really important when you're making beats, but they're also kind of tricky to mix. And so we broke down things like drum tuning, phase cancellation, EQ layering, stuff like that, just so you can really fully understand it. And let me show you just a little preview. Because this is a little bit easier than having to pitch it down with like a pitch shifter, because when you do that, you kind of start to mess with the transient. So it's good to just tune it right into your sampler here. So now let's see what that sounds like. All right, so it's looking like we're at a G sharp now, and so that's also known as A flat. And that would be within the key of this song. That would be the third of the key. All right, so we're good there. Now let's move on to the snares. Let's see what they sound like. So yeah, just a little clip there. You can see that we just break it down going inside of how to do that technique. And we do that for everything. Look at this. We got a whole chapter right here on 808s. It just breaks down everything that you need to know. It's how to EQ your 808s, tips for distorting your 808s, doing sidechain on the 808s. If we keep going here, we got things for effects on how to spice up your beats. So we just kind of break that down. And we also got a full video on stereo tools, how to make everything sound wider and get a little bit more of a spaced out mix. It's really cool. We got reverb, and this is something again that I'm really excited about that we did a really good job on. Is with the reverb, we broke down each parameter here. You see decay time has its own video, pre-delay has its own video, reverb type has its own video. And why I think that's really important is, what if you don't want to watch a whole video on reverb? What if you're sitting there and you're mixing, you're like, oh, what does pre-delay do again? Well, you just watch this quick little video on pre-delay, and you see right here the pre-delay is only a 3-minute video. You just watch that, learn what it is, get the details, and then move on. And then at a later date, you can always come back and watch the different videos on decay time or reverb type, but you get the information that you want to know at that exact moment. And so that's, again, how we set it up. We did not set this up for you to watch in one sitting and watch, in a linear chronological phase. We set this up for you to skip around and watch these when you need the information. We did the same exact thing with delays here. We broke down how different things work with delays. Mastering, this is really cool. We gave you a full thing on mastering. We break down bus compression, exciters, multi-band compressors, limiters, all types of really cool, useful stuff that's really going to help make sure that your beats are not only in the standard of loudness, but how we can also avoid clipping and get them just to have a little bit more energy to them. Then we had some bonus chapters in here, and it's how a compressor works and how EQs work. And again, it's the same fashion. I think this is really cool. What I did here was I have the compressor, and I have each individual parameter of a compressor has its own video, and you can see they're pretty short here. So we got less than 2 minutes to watch a video on how the release parameter works. We got less than 2 minutes on how the attack parameter works, and we break down the ratio, the threshold. That way, again, if you're in a situation where you're like, oh man, how does the ratio on a compressor work? Oh, I'll just watch this video. And that way you don't have to sit through the entire spiel of how a compressor works. You can just watch how the ratio works if you need to know how that information works. We did the same thing here with EQs here. We got, videos on high shelves, low shelves, bell EQ, notch filters, band pass, dynamic EQ, mid-side. And so it's all really easily digestible information that you can access quickly and see what the information is. You see that we got tons of chapters in here. And then what we got here is we got this quick mixing guides, which is really cool. We got some PDFs in here to show you how to mix and stuff. And it's cool because sometimes you're not always in a situation where you can watch a video, but what you can do here is you can check out this PDF that we have here. And so this is a quick guide to EQs, and it's breaking down all the different EQ types. And then I'll show you some other PDFs that we have here. We have quick guide to compressors. So same thing here is we got a little cheat sheet here of breaking down the individual parameters of a compressor. Fundamental frequencies. This is probably like the one that I'm most proud of. We put a lot of work in this, and I think this is going to be really, really useful here. But what we got here is we got a little breakdown here of fundamental frequencies of what each instrument's, what you should boost and what you should cut. You can see right here with the kick, we have everything that you should boost here, and then we have everything that we think that you should cut. And we did that with so many different instruments. I think we got over 20 instruments in here. We got kick, we got snare, we got strings, we got synths, we got bass, we got 808s, we got all types of things in here, strings, brass, just a lot of information. And so it really gives you a nice little quick guide if you want to just reference something of, oh, if I'm trying to mix a kick, what should I boost, what should I cut? It's right here. And we got another one on the do's and don'ts of mastering, where we just break down everything that you need to know about mastering. We go into bus compression, saturation, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And then we have this extra little thing right here. This was a series that I did on YouTube, but we went ahead and added it in here so you can have that information right in your coursework. This is the only section that was available on YouTube before, and I just wanted to add it because it is useful information. What it is it just breaks down videos of the fundamental frequencies of important information in instruments like pianos and guitars and all types of stuff, that it will just really help you in bettering your ability to mix. And it really just shows you what to boost and what to cut and just what to look out for and what to consider. So this is the art of beat mixing. I think this is definitely a must-have. I think that when you watch this video, you're gonna find that your mixing and mastering skills are gonna go way up. And what's really cool about this is you get my information, you get what's up here, you get my years of experience, and you get it at such a discounted rate. For me, I had went to school and I had spent over $50,000 on that education, and I have spent over 15 years of my life learning in the industry and working closely in studios. And so you get all of that. You get my $50,000 school education on audio engineering, and you get my 15-year career all in this one coursework right here. And I gave you all my gems when it comes to beat mixing, and I really think it's going to help you out. So it's called The Art of Beat Mixing. You can find this at SoundOracle.net, and this will definitely be one more step in the right direction of changing your career.